Do I just go ahead or? All right. Congrats to Virginia Tech. I think their team is a reflection of their head coach. They're tough, they're physical, they execute, they stay with the plan, and they're just a very tough-minded team. They had some guys step up for them. Radford, he's just a really good downhill driver. He made shot after shot. Gasson came off the bench and hurt us. I have to take credit for that. A year ago at this time, we were playing at VMI, and I was coaching his brother, Lucas. His parents flew over for the official visit. We let Lucas drive to the game at VMI so his parents could watch him play, and they drove back to Blacksburg for the visit. So I gave it my stamp of approval. I'm regretting that decision right now. David played a great game. He's going to be a really good player, great family. I thought we did a really good job on Aluma and Cone. I thought our team really matched the physicality of the game, and I think that's reflected in the offensive rebounds that we got and just the way we played. Really liked the way my team adjusted in the second half. I was really disappointed in the first half. One of the things that we preach on offense is playing off 2 feet and shot faking. And it's no disrespect to Virginia Tech, but they shouldn't have 9 block shots in the first half. And a lot of it was us just flying in there trying to score off 2 feet. As you can see in the second, or 1 foot. Second half, we went off 2. We shot faked, got them off the floor, and made plays at the basket or got fouled. Wasn't our typical free throw. We did shoot free throws as well as we normally do. That probably hurt us. And we didn't get to the bonus in both halves, which is kind of surprising as physical as the game was. A couple things late, just the little things. We missed they got an offensive rebound where we had inside position. Aluma got it and scored. We lost Couture at the end of a shot clock. He made a 3. And then we called a timeout to run a set that was going to be wide open, and one of our guys didn't execute. And so those are things we got to clean up moving forward. I'm proud of my team, and we'll keep coaching them, and they'll keep playing hard. Questions?
Steve, I guess to start off, you guys are in these late games. I know there are mistakes that are going to bother you, but I'm just curious is there something about this team that seems to either figure it out or they seem to just adapt better when things get tighter because, they keep kind of getting close in games like this and just not being able to get over the hump.
Well, I think that's a reflection of them is the way we go about our day, Ethan. We attack the day. We understand that things aren't going to come easy and that in the guts of a game, you got to adjust and you got to, make changes. And I thought they adjusted to the game as the game went along, and we kept fighting. We never let them get away from us. Made some timely shots. Another big play. As I called a timeout, ran the side. We hadn't run that play since the fall before COVID. And Davian stepped out of bounds. I guess I didn't see it, but he made the 3. But that's a credit to the kids and their tough mind. That are just tough-minded. There's no quit in them. When they put that jersey on, they represent themselves in this institution. And that's what we preach to them every day, is to continue to fight. No matter what the score is, what the circumstance is, next play mentality. And I thought they did a good job of that today.
Les, you're muted again.
Steve, is it fair to say that defensive rebounding kept you in this game tonight?
Yeah. Yes, defensive rebounding. We didn't shoot it particularly well, obviously. And that's another thing, Connor, that we got to shoot the 3 in the guts of the game. We got to make some of those. We made 2 of those late. Davian on an out-of-bounds play, and then Jacoby kind of when they backed up. But defense and rebounding, we grinded it out against a team that can really run offense and late into the possession. You got to stay tough, and you got to fight those screens. And we did it. You know, we showed that we could do it. And then we rebounded. You know, we're +7 on the glass with 16 offensive rebounds. I'm pretty sure if you tell me that into the game, we had 13 turnovers, but we stole it 10 times. You know, they blocked 9, they got 9 blocks, but we stole it 10 times. You know, so we turned some defense into offense. If you just said to me before the game that, Steve, you're going to have 16 offensive rebounds, you know, out rebounding +7 and steal it 10 times, I think we'd win the game. You know, but we just didn't shoot it well enough. And that's a credit to them too. They're not only are they good on offense, they're good on defense. And you can tell the year I followed Mike's teams last year, you know, because we're friends, and those guys have gotten more physically mature. Keevy, you know, the Radford kid, even Couture. You look at their bodies, we scrimmaged them last year. You know, if you look at their bodies compared to now, like what a difference a year makes. And we were on that path until COVID. And then, and whenever this season comes to an end, it's going to be huge for us to get right back in the weight room and get to the point where, you know, we can play a physical like that for 40 minutes every game.
Steve, Isaiah Wilkins was able to find some spots in this game, and I wonder what you saw just kind of in his ability to get some rhythm in this and make some big plays along the way.
Yeah, he's a really good team player. He's one. I started him. If you remember, you guys asked me a few games ago the difference between ball movers and ball stoppers. You know, he's a mover. He's typically he's in the right spot defensively. Sometimes he gets overmatched a little bit because of his, you know, he's not the tallest guy in the world, but he just brings a lot of heart. He's a good team player. He's a great teammate. He's a good person. And I knew this would be a big game for him. I mean, you know, playing the team that he used to play for. And I thought he stepped up and had some really good moments, made a big three, but he's a hustle guy. And he brings a lot of those intangibles to a team that you want.
Steve, do you worry about a team's psyche or mentality when they get close in the second half so many times without the positive result?
A little bit, but you know, I stay positive with them. I give them all the confidence in the world. We talked about it afterwards. We went over those 3 plays that kind of changed the game and how we can fix that. And that I just told them how much I love them and how much I care about them and how much I believe in them. And they got to believe in themselves. And I think they do, you know, and I told them, I mean, let's just be brutally honest. We haven't had the easiest schedule either. I mean, not that there's anybody in our league that is not good, but I mean, we've ran the gauntlet here, you know, and so we just got to keep plugging, man. And I'm proud of them. I hate to lose. The refs asked me why I was so irritable to start the game, because normally I'm not. And I said, I don't like losing, you know, and just not, you know, something that, you know, I'm not here to do. And I know the kids aren't either. We just got to keep fighting.
Coach, 2 quick things. You said you've never been to Cameron before. Have you ever been to the Smith Center in Chapel Hill?
No. Yeah, I've been there to watch a state championship high school basketball game. Jamarius Burton, I believe, who ended up going to Wichita. I did notice that, I think I tweeted this, Josh. There's a SoCon championship banner in the Smith Center, and I tweeted out that thank God they weren't in the SoCon anymore when I was at East Tennessee State. I think that was 1919 though. No, but I got a lot of, you know, obviously I got a lot of respect for that. I think that, you know, Dean Smith to me is one of the greatest coaches in the history of the game. Same with Coach. I met Coach a long time ago when he coached at Kansas and I was at Barton County Community College. I love the way he came up through the business, selling calendars and driving the film all over Carolina on Sundays for the coaches show. I know where he's been and I know his grind, and he's earned everything that he's gotten. And I look forward to the challenge on Wednesday.
And we saw the bigs get in foul trouble early in the game. How much of a learning lesson do you think that could be when you go against the bigs that North Carolina has on Wednesday?
You know, it's big. It's huge. I mean, Odie can't do that. And, you know, when you get silly foul, it really puts you in a situation. I mean, he stuck his hand in the cookie jar in there when he didn't need to. And when I did that, my mom, she slapped my hand, and, he got a dumb foul there, and I got him on the bench. Plus, he didn't execute the very first play coming out of on the tip, and it was to him. And so, he's got to stop the mental mistakes. And he's just a sophomore. I get it. He hadn't played a lot, and he's anxious, and he plays hard. But yeah, that hurts. And I thought E-Man and we played Emmanuel a lot more to keep Ish off the 5 as much as we could. I thought Emmanuel gave us some really good minutes, man. Hard playing kid. And, Ish is in there battling away. He's 4 for 9, 3 for 6, 12 points, 4 rebounds. Pretty good game for him.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll open up questions for Ish.
Ish, I'll ask you the same question I asked Steve, just about this team and seeming like you guys are able to figure it out kind of in a tighter game where you are in it and you are kind of able to get out of the hole. What kind of sets in for this team to make it a tight game like this possible?
We come in every day. We practice twice a day. We go hard every day in practice, and the coaches do a great job of preparing us. Like they say, the guts of the game, to be able to just, every play, every possession, go as hard as you can, lay it all on the floor. And if you make a mistake, which is going to happen, next play mentality. So that's really what it is.
Ish, is it getting frustrating for y'all that you guys are in all these tight second half games with ranked teams, but can't find a way to get over the hump?
Of course, it's frustrating because, we're right there and we feel like we could have won all of these games, but right now it's just about going into practice the next day and just getting better and just learning from what we can from these games, so that, like you said, we started the ACC schedule with some of the best teams in the country and in this conference. So if we know we're able to be in these games and have a chance to win with these guys, it's only going to make us better going forward.
What do you think you guys will have learned? I know after you guys watch the tape, this might change a little bit, but what do you think you guys will learn from this one?
It's just in a close game like this, it comes down to one or two plays that we could have made. And coaches, they talked about we're a better free throw shooting team than we shot today, and we know those are easy points. We got to make those. But like I said, we played hard today, and coaches did a good job preparing us, and it just came down to one or two plays that we could have made extra. I don't really know specifically, but just the one or two plays.
Ish, Odie has a pretty good game tonight and makes a pretty big impact on the offensive side. What does that do for you guys when he's able to provide that punch a little bit down there and stay out of foul trouble?
Well, Odie and E-Man are like one of our only true big guys right now. So we have to do a better job of, when we see him going like this, feeding him the ball and just knowing that he gets it rolling, because when he's down there, he's hard to guard and he finishes, and it just opens the courts up for us when we have that post threat.
Any other questions, guys? You guys good? Thanks, Ish. Questions for Davian, guys?
Davian, another one that you guys are close in the second half and can't figure out a way to get over the hump. Is that getting draining for you guys, or are you still sticking together and still taking positives from this?
No, we got to remain connected through it all. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep our head held high and continue to grow and get better every day. We're going to pull one out. I believe in us. I know they believe in us too. We got to continue to buy in, and we're going to turn this thing around. It's all good.
Davian, Coach mentioned you guys are able to hold Jalen Colton to 0 points, and he had a stretch where he had scored almost 18 in the last 5 games, I think. What kind of went into the defensive game plan tonight to try to keep his jumper uncomfortable and keep him off the score sheet?
Yeah, we know how well Jalen Colton can shoot the ball, so we really had to just lock in off him and try to run him off the screens and try to make him do something else tonight. I didn't even know he didn't score, but I mean that's great that we held him to that, because we know once Jalen Cone hit a few that he can really get it going. So I mean, that was really good. A really good game plan they put in, really good scheme they put in for us to hold them scoreless tonight.
Davian, what do you think was leading to all their block shots in the first half?
Coach really preaches for us to play off 2 feet, and we weren't doing that. I mean, they were going for everything. So I mean, a lot of those plays we should have just pump fake and you know what I'm saying, made another play or went around and shot it from a different angle. There's a lot of different things we could have did. So I mean, that was just the main thing, not playing off 2 feet.
Does it speak to how well you guys are able to adjust in the middle of the game when they had no block shots in the second half?
Yeah, definitely. We just listened to what the coaches tell us to do in the second half, and it worked out for us. That's usually how it goes.
You faced Coach Young's Wofford team your freshman year, East Tennessee State. Anything similar between the Hokies and what you saw with Wofford?
Yeah. Coach Young's a great coach. His teams are always tough. They're very disciplined. They stay connected. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that was just the main thing. Coach Young's teams are always tough every single year. So I mean, he carried that tradition over there to Virginia Tech.
Hey, Davian, I know it's super fresh, but in the second half, you guys cut it to within 1. You get it to within 2 a couple times, including your shot there with a minute. Can you pinpoint what made it so difficult to finally, get over the hump and not let them, kind of get away as you get it close?
Yeah, I know we say this a lot, but I mean, we're getting closer and closer every game. It's just, it always comes down to just 1 or 2 plays. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a mixed box out. Maybe we don't execute a play the way we should. It always comes down to 1 or 2 plays. I really can't pinpoint one play because, I mean, it's just a few of them down the stretch that if we make, the outcome of the game can be a little different. But it's just a little small details that we have to really lock in on, and we'll start pulling these victories out.
As somebody who grew up here, what do you think it'll mean to play in that place in the Smith Center against that team on Wednesday?
I've actually played there before for the state championship game. So, I mean, it's a really nice arena. I'm really looking forward to that game. It just so happened that my oldest brother is a UNC fan. So, you know what I'm saying? That game's going to be a little personal.
Thanks, Davian. Thanks, guys.